So earlier today, I spoke with a defendant who has recently been visited by FBI and told that he was being charged with a federal crime. And I could empathize with him and had the same experience back in 2012, by far the most terrifying moment in my life. FBI coming to my office at 5 o'clock in the morning telling me that I was being charged with securities fraud and I was looking at 100 months in prison. Terrifying, very scary. At that time, I made a quick decision. Once they left my office, I called my attorney and I made a decision that I was going to get out in front of this as quickly as possible and do everything that I could do to put myself in a position to be considered for the lowest possible sentence. So I had proffer with the AUSA and the FBI on Friday. I agreed to cooperate and plead guilty. Monday, I started my sentence mitigation journey. For me, that included cooperation, paying full restitution of $1.3 million, going back to school to earn a certificate. It included starting a completely new business, getting out of stocks and going into the health and fitness business. I actually purchased a CrossFit gym, doing over 1,000 hours of community service, working with people in recovery, working with counselors and coaches to help change my mindset, to make sure that I wouldn't make these poor decisions again in the future. And what happened was all the mitigation work that I did over the course of 4 years that I was in pretrial during a conspiracy and during my cooperation, I was able to take that package and give it to my attorney. He was able to package it in a sentencing memorandum and give it to, and basically present it to the judge and ask for a departure from the guidelines. My guidelines at the time were 78 to 97 months. I was ultimately sentenced to 1 year of home confinement. It was the largest departure, my attorney tells me, in the history of the U.S. Attorney's Office and the Economics Crime Unit. So, for me, which was a terrifying experience, which many people told me that I would never receive a non-custodial sentence. I worked as hard as I could. My results were definitely not the norm, but at the end of the day, I benefited enormously from an extensive sentence mitigation plan.